Welcome back to the Daily Lift. And today we are in day number 14 of our 4-week prayer challenge. And if you've been following along this whole time, you're halfway there. Congratulations. I hope that you've seen some marked improvement in your prayer life. If you have, leave me some comments. Let me know how this is working for you. And if you haven't, stick with it. Habits are formed, and they say in 21 days. We're 14 days in. We're almost there. One more week. And also, if you have not downloaded your own copy of your prayer journal, follow the link below, download it, give it a shot. And if you're not going to use this, find pencil and paper, write down your prayers, write down your thoughts. But these prompts will help you, guide you, and direct you with scriptures accompanying them. And it is an invaluable tool if you want to increase your prayer life. So with that being said, day number 14, we are talking about trusting in God's timing. And the psalmist writes in Psalm 27, verse 14, wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. And the prompt for today is trusting in God's timing requires patience and faith. Reflect on areas of your life where you need to trust God's timing or where God's timing worked out in your past. And so this is a twofold homework assignment here for this prompt that we're to look at those things. Examine yourself. See where you're being impatient. See where you cannot see the clear path in front of you and you're worried about it. See where you have those areas you need more improvement on trusting in God's timing. And couple that with all of the times that you see in your past that God has helped you, that God has worked in your life and had the perfect timing for what was to be accomplished. There's so many times in my life that I can reflect on and see that, hey, I was going through some way worse stuff back then, and God helped me through it. So how much more so will he help me through now? Also, we can rely on Bible passages that we can read and draw strength on in the surety that God is still the same God that he was yesterday, today, and that he will be tomorrow. And we have so many examples in the Bible of people that were relying on God's timing and not their own. Look at Moses. Moses was 80 when he was selected to be the savior of the Hebrew nation. He wanted this to happen when he was 40, when he left Pharaoh's house and he tried to save his people. God said, you're not ready yet. You need 40 more years still, Moses, to be worked on before you're ready. Look at Sarah. God, through Sarah and Abraham, established an entire nation whose seed Jesus was through. And if it wasn't for Sarah being patient and looking at God's timing rather than her own timing, where would we be? Where would the Christ be? Look at Joseph and how long Joseph had to wait and how unclear things were so many times in his life, from when he was sold into slavery and when he was kicked out of Potiphar's house and thrown into prison, when he got out of prison and he was lifted up to second in command of all of Egypt. There's so many times that we can look through and see how God has worked and how his timing was perfect. A lot of times in our own lives, being finite human beings, we cannot see what's around the corner in front of us. And we're kind of just driving in the dark sometimes. And we have to rely on God and his timing and on his instruction and his wisdom for our lives. We can pray about all these things as well. So think about, how has God worked in your life in the past? And know, however he's going to work in your life now, that it's going to be on his time. We sing a song and it's called Teach Me, Lord, to Wait. And it is after one of the Psalms. And those who wait on the Lord will be mounted up with wings like eagles. They will run and they will not be weary, and they will walk and they won't faint. So teach me, Lord, to wait on you. Go lift someone up.